When Donald Trump was sworn in as President of the United States, he inherited a little over 100 judicial vacancies here in the United States, and that included a Supreme Court seat that Mitch McConnell had been saving for Donald Trump. And over the course of 4 short years, Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell together got 234 judges, including 3 Supreme Court judges, appointed to lifetime seats on federal benches across this country. 234. We're at a point right now where in the district court system, over 25% of those judges were appointed by Donald Trump. No other president has had that kind of reach or impact. Okay, that's how serious this is. And luckily, Joe Biden seems to understand that. So far, Joe Biden has already nominated 24 individuals for lifetime appointments on the courts here in the United States. 24 is a small number, right? Okay, it's not 234, obviously, but he is trying to do something here. And he says they're focusing on diversity. We want some more judges of color. We want female judges. Doesn't all have to be a bunch of old white guys. Let's get some diversity in there. And sure, diversity is great. But diversity for the sake of diversity does absolutely nothing. I mean, let's be honest about that. Just filling quotas isn't going to fix the rampant problems in the judicial system. But there is a little bit of hope here, because not only is he looking for diverse judges, he's looking for diverse judges that also, and this is the biggest part, have a history of being public advocates, have a history of being public defenders, perhaps working in nonprofit organizations. He's actually going after the good people, folks. He's going after the kinds of people that both Pap and I here on Ring of Fire for 17 years have been saying that you have to appoint as judges. You can't keep taking these corporate lawyers who make their money defending drug companies and oil companies and then put them as judges and expect them to rule for the people. And I can't tell you what a relief it is to hear that Biden is, at least in some instances, trying to find some of these good people like what Pap and I have been saying they have to do for years. Because that's the point. That's what we need. And it's not just, let's find lawyers who represented people injured by corporations. We need a lot of that. But the public defender part, too, is massive. Okay? People who went through the ranks understand what it's like to have to work with these, indigent defendants. People who have absolutely nothing. And they may just cut them a break for that. Because we have public defenders in the United States, which again, we've done plenty of segments on this. They're overworked. They're underpaid. They don't have enough time to prep. They don't have enough public defenders in their offices. And their defendants suffer as a result of that. But if we have judges who come from that system, we may just get a little bit of leniency for some of these individuals. We may be able to give them more time to prep for cases. And that will do wonders to the criminal justice system here in the United States. What Biden is doing is a good start here. We need more of them. We need a few hundred more to undo the damage of Trump. But at this point, it does look like Joe Biden understands the urgency of this issue and that he is working on it in the way that he needs to. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.